All right, sorry for the hiatus. We are back now to help wrap up Public Health Merit Badge. As was noted in the earlier video, requirement 5 is on hold because it requires us to visit one of two different places. Unfortunately, visiting these two very public places, one of which is the food handling situation, is not going to be an option until the quarantine is gone and we're able to get back out and do what we normally do. So 5 will be the only item that will be held until a later point in time. So as long as you finish up all the other segments that have been provided, we'll get together and schedule a troop field trip, if you will, to get back out into the public, get that final requirement done, and then you will have completed Public Health Merit Badge. So with that, again, that was for requirement 5. We've already talked about number 6. So now we are moving on to number 7. After this, there's only one left, and that video will be up shortly. So 7. With your parents' and counselor's approval, do one of the following. Now this one has two options. The first one being visit your city, county, or state public health agency, which at this point in time is not available to us. However, this one does have an option. 7B is to familiarize yourself with the city, with your city, county, or state health agency's website. On the Google Classroom, there is a picture of what the website looks like, as well as a hot link that will take you directly to the Kern County Public Health website. Now, once you get there, here are the things that you need to do. Compare the 4 leading causes of mortality. Mortality means death, okay? So compare the 4 leading causes of death in your community for any of the past 5 years with the 4 leading causes of death in your community. Let's redo that. I'm not going to restart the video though. Compare the 4 leading causes of death in your community for any of the past 5 years. Explain how the public health agency you visited is trying to reduce the mortality and morbidity rates of those leading causes of illness and death. Okay, so once you've identified the top 4 causes of death in Kern County, then you'll need to also, through the website, find out how Kern County Public Health is working to eliminate those diseases and illnesses from occurring. So that's part A. Part B, explain the role of your health agency as it relates to the outbreak of diseases. Now, we're in a unique situation where in this particular case, you can focus on the COVID-19 situation that we're currently in right now to find out what ways the Kern County Public Health Agency working to mitigate these risks, pass along information. In a lot of cases, it's all about knowledge. Once you have the information, correct information, that you need to make smart choices, that will help eliminate certain diseases and ailments from occurring. And part C, discuss the kinds of public assistance the agency is able to provide in the following cases. Okay, so what services do they offer in these situations? Most of which won't happen here, but we'll cover those as we go along. So what kind of public assistance does the Kern County Public Health Agency provide for floods? Unless the Isabella Dam cracks, we're probably going to be okay. Storms. We typically don't get the big storms like tsunamis and things like that where you're out along the coast, so that one's probably pretty far out there as well. Tornadoes. Not to say it couldn't happen, but not likely. So that might be a tough one, trying to find out what kind of programs they have in place in the event of a tornado. This one, though, is going to be a good one. You should be able to find lots of information on this. Earthquakes, being that we're right here, next to the San Andreas Fault, should be a lot of information to find on that one. And then any other acts of destruction. So forces of nature, typically, see what other information or programs they have out there. Your discussion in this particular case for item C can also include the cleanup necessary, or your discussion should include, recommended to include, the cleanup necessary after those disasters. So what programs do they offer, and how do they help reverse the effects and get us back to the status quo, back to normal, in the case of a flood, a huge storm, a tornado, an earthquake, or any other acts of destruction that happen to be listed on the website. So this one should be fairly easy for you. All the data is going to be there for you on the website, which the link is below, or maybe it's above. I don't know where it throws it in Google Classroom, but either way, you guys can figure it out. The link's there. It's easy. Requirements are simple, and the requirements are also listed in your assignment on Google Classroom. So with that, stay tuned, and we'll be back for the final segment of Public Health Merit Badge.